start to drop, why is it important for homeowners to think about winterizing their irrigation systems and outdoor plumbing?
Yeah, so on the topic of winterizing your irrigation, you have this backflow preventer. It's sitting above ground. It's usually unprotected. If it's got water in it all winter long and we get below freezing temperatures, that's one of the first things that is going to bust. So it's a lot less expensive to go ahead and get it winterized rather than have to repair it or replace it whenever spring comes. Okay.
Can you repair them? I thought you just had to replace.
Can you explain what an irrigation backflow preventer is and what role it plays in protecting a home's water supply?
Sure. So a backflow preventer it separates the irrigation system from the potable water side going into the house. And so, you fertilize your yard, you do all these other things in your yard, and those irrigation heads are below the surface. So it's designed to keep that from backing up into the water supply and making people sick. So that's the whole purpose of a backflow preventer, is to protect the water supply.
Good. All right, number 3. What kind of damage can occur if someone forgets to winterize their backflow preventer or hose bibs before a freeze?
Yeah, so winterizing your backflow or your hose bibs, the worst thing that can happen on a backflow is it busts to the point where it's got to be replaced, which ends up being an expensive repair. So a hose bib on the house is a little bit different because a lot of times they will split in the wall, and then you have something that is leaking in the wall, and you can create a lot of water damage. If you're home or on vacation and it happens to really let go, then it's a big problem and can cause an awful lot of damage. So some of the best things you can do, disconnect your hose from that hose bib. That really is a big thing that we see a lot, is people don't disconnect it. It can't do what it's supposed to do, and then it busts in the wall. So protect them. That really tailed off at the end there. That was probably a little long anyway, huh?
Yeah. Longer than the others, but it'd still make it work.
Okay, we'll try that one again.
We'll try that one again?
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll take the best one,
Yeah.
whichever one it is.
That was really good, but I think you have it in you to do better.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Bad cop.
See, but if I say the bad thing in a nice way, then maybe it's okay.
It's a compliment sandwich.
All right. Let me ask the question again.
Yeah, ask the question again.
Can you explain wrong one. What kind of damage can occur if someone forgets to winterize their backflow preventer or hose bibs before a freeze?
Sure. So if you don't winterize your backflow or your hose bibs before a freeze, your backflow, worst thing that can happen is it busts, and then it's expensive to get repaired or replaced come springtime. Your hose bibs are a little bit different story. The worst case scenario there is that it splits or drips in the wall, can cause a lot of damage in the wall, can cause a lot of damage in the home. You're away on vacation and it happens. That can be a big problem. So that's what we really want to avoid and that's why it's important to winterize your backflow for one and your hose bibs as well.
Much better.
Okay, thanks.
I like that. Number 3.
I wasn't rolling.
Damn. All right, number 3. What kind of damage can occur if someone forgets to winterize their backflow preventer or hose bibs before a freeze? I think you probably answered that.
It's one we just did.
Yeah.
Come on, Carrie.
No, that was actually number 4.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, what did we just? What was number 3?
No, that was number 3. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Right. Number 4. I'm going to read number 4 this time.
Okay.
When is the right time to start winterizing? Is there a certain temperature or time of year homeowners should watch for?
Yeah. So when's the best time to winterize? Well, if we're able to predict these things before the first freeze, is the best time to winterize something. Usually, 32 degrees or slightly below 32 isn't enough to cause damage, but you get much below that, then you could have some issues if you don't have anything protected and it's not winterized. Yeah.
Not real confident in that one?
I don't know. Maybe it's a.
Maybe just for liability purposes, you don't say.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Good point, Jim. Okay, let's try that one again.
You said it
Or we just don't ask this question. I don't know.
Well, either way.
All right.
When is the right time to start winterizing? Is there a certain temperature or time of year homeowners should watch for?
Yeah, certainly winterizing it before we get below freezing is obviously the best time of year to do that. And in Louisiana, sometimes that can be hard to predict. I don't know. Before it freezes.
Who's lived here, I get it. Yeah,
No, I like that. I like that.
Okay,
I think that
All right, we'll
was
just
the
go on to
winner.
number.
let's just move on. I don't know.
As
Cinco.
Lindsay would say, I like that. That was so
Yeah.
good.
That was good, Lindsay.
What are the basic steps a homeowner should take to properly winterize an irrigation system?
Yeah, so if a homeowner wants to winterize their own irrigation system, start by shutting off the water to your irrigation system, and then you want to take apart and try to drain as much of the water out of that backflow preventer. Okay.
There's a process
Start
to
over.
it. I'm not sure if it's something you can easily explain.
Yeah, I'll just say shut the water off and drain the water out of it. There you go.
There you go.
All right. So if a homeowner wants to winterize their irrigation system, shut the water off to that irrigation system and drain as much water out of it as you can. Kind of sounded like a prick when I said that one, didn't I?
Just call me,
See
I'll
if you
do
can
it.
figure it out.
Yeah.
You're
You know,
on
there's
your own,
there's
pal.
a couple YouTube videos you could watch. Yeah.
All right, we'll go on to number 6.
Number 6.
Is winterizing something homeowners can safely do themselves, or is it better to call a professional?
Yeah, so a homeowner can totally winterize their system themselves if they want to. Just starts with shutting the water off and trying to get as much water out of that as they can. And, on to hose bibs again, disconnect those hoses from all the hose bibs and just get either one of the simple covers that you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's, and that's a great way to protect them. I should throw like an Ace Hardware in there.
I was gonna say,
I got a buddy that owns
Harbor
the Ace
Freight.
Hardware in Minden.
Sutherland's,
I'll start listing them all off.
Maynard's. if you
I'm going to
look up
leave
north.
somebody out. Somebody's going to be mad about this.
All right, how does your team handle winterization, and what's included in your service that most people might not think to do?
I'm sorry, I was not listening. If you could read,
That's okay.
if you could read that again.
I like it. Number 7. How does your team handle winterization, and what's included in your service that most people might not think to do?
Okay, so the winterization process starts with, once again, shutting that water off to that irrigation system. We completely take apart that irrigation system, either siphon the water out or suck it out or do whatever we need to do to get that water out of that backflow preventer. If you drain all that water out of there, it can get as cold as it wants to, and it's not going to bust. So, and then of course, blah blah.
Oh, you were right.
It's doing great right there.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Jump cut.
Oh, let's try it again.
All right. How does your team handle winterization, and what's included in your service that most people might not think to do?
Yeah, so winterizing a backflow, once again, turning that water off to it. We take the backflow apart and either siphon out or suck out the water that's all in there. If you get the water all out of there, there is nothing to freeze anymore. We want to make sure that they're properly insulated, also a big factor as well. So just getting as much of that water out of there as we can is the most important thing to do.
That was a good one.
Thanks, Gary.
That was a good one.
That was really good. Oh my God, that might be the best one you've done.
See, this is how you build confidence.
Yeah. All right, number 9. Number 9. Is it number
Hold that
9?
sheet.
No, number 8. Number 8.
Hold that sheet down.
Hmm?
Yeah, there you go.
Number 8. How much can winterization save a homeowner compared to the cost of repairing frozen or burst pipes?
Yeah, so I do think it's money well spent to spend, maybe a few $100s on winterizing your system, as opposed to, the cost of replacing a backflow can be anywhere from $800 to $1,200. So it's a good investment to make on winterizing your system.
Good.
Okay.
Nice and pithy.
Pithy?
Pithy.
I'm gonna have to look up pithy. What is?
Short to the point.
Okay, gotcha. All right, good. Thanks.
Okay.
Wonder if I could throw pithy into this.
Yeah.
If I could use that.
We'll be very pithy with your
tech-
call.
Yeah.
A technician will come out and he'll be nice and pithy with you.
Sound like you got a lisp.
Yeah.
He'll be pithy with you. Full of pith and vinegar.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pith. I gotta go take a pith. Number 9.
This is why Lindsay had to leave.
Yes.
Are there any simple maintenance or tips homeowners can do now to make the spring startup easier later?
Let me see that question.
Number 9.
Are there any simple maintenance tip homeowners can do to make the spring startup easier later?
I mean, if you want to
Change your filter.
skip that one. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. As temperatures start to drop, why is it important for homeowners to think about winterizing their irrigation systems and outdoor plumbing?
Yeah, so whenever we have that first cold spell, start over. All right. Well, where's Lindsay? Okay, the importance of winterizing your irrigation is simply because in the spring, if you didn't winterize it, we're probably going to be coming in and replacing your backflow because it's going to have froze and busted. And a lot of times you won't know it. You'll just turn it on and then it'll be spraying water all over the place. So it is way less expensive to winterize your irrigation than to have to replace it or repair it whenever spring comes.
Okay.
Can we do better?
I think we can. That was really, you can jump in too, Jim. And be
All right.
black and white.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You ask the question again?
Yes, ask the question again. Yeah.
Yes. As temperatures start to drop, why is it important for homeowners to think about winterizing their irrigation systems and outdoor plumbing?
Yeah, so it's important to winterize your irrigation outdoor plumbing just simply because they can cause a lot of problems in the spring. It is a heck of a lot cheaper and less expensive to go ahead and winterize it and take care of those problems before they become big problems in the spring. Do a little better?
It was a little better, but
We can still do better?
well, I mean, the only